Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will be making the task SCL 3 from exercise 2, which is we will construct a question and asking 6 questions about the water conservation. Okay, may I ask Dzikri first?
Yes. Okay.
For the first question, should we take shower instead of bath? Reduce waste with our garbage disposal? Use an automatic dishwasher instead of doing dishes by hand manually? Can you answer my question? Or first question?
Okay. For your answer, I would say, in my opinion, usually showers require less water than baths. Comparing full tub baths with short showers, but garbage disposals require water. But the problem is transporting the garbage through the wastewater system, which uses even more water. And for the dishwasher, dishwashers aren't necessarily better than doing dishes by hand. Okay, next question.
Okay, we proceed
Yeah.
to the next question.
Okay. Yes.
Should outdoor drinking fountain be turned off?
Okay. So, in my opinion, drinking fountains are a public service and should not be closed down. Okay, that's all.
Okay, for the third question, actually, can we collect rainwater at home to save for our personal use? Can you answer my question?
In my opinion, rainwater is not as pure as you might think, so you can't assume it's safe to drink. Rain can wash different type of contaminants into the water. Okay, that's all I can say.
Okay, for the question, I will ask what is actually water conservation?
Okay, water conservation is the practice of water using efficiently to reduce unnecessary water usage. So that's all.
Okay, is there any negative impact when water is not conserved? Can you explain briefly?
Okay, I would say that lack of an adequate water supply, which can have drastic consequences. This will include rising costs, reduced food supplies, and health hazards. Also, a political conflict.
Yeah. For the last question,
Okay.
how should water be stored, or the method of water should be stored?
Oh, okay. So, in my opinion, how water should be stored is one should pay special attention to how water is stored. Water should be stored in a cool, dark, and dry place, and it should be stored away from cleaning supplies and other chemicals. Water can pick up odors from other substances that we cannot detect in the air. So one should always pay attention to the properties of other substances, and there are others stored with the water. Okay, that's all. Okay,
Your question.
now it's my turn to ask you the questions. Okay, these are questions that I provide for this task for you. Are there some easy things we can do to save water in a landscape?
Actually, people mostly use sprinkler. This system of sprinkler irrigation. We should check regularly for physical if there are any physical problem to reduce their efficiency. When we reduce their efficiency, actually we can reduce the water loss. For example, we repair and replace the sprinkler that are broken, crooked, or clogged with the soil or debris.
For the next question, does the landscape have to be replanted with drought-tolerant plants to save significant amounts of water?
Actually, it's no. because there are a study or survey that indicate that the most established tree, shrub or the ground cover, their species were planted and perform acceptable from their regardless.
Okay, so for the next question, what is the importance of water conservation?
I will be answering short, where conserving water is important because it keeps water pure and clean, while it's also protect our environment.
Okay. For the fourth question, what are the benefits of water conservation?
Actually, there are many benefits, but I want to give one point. When water conservation helps to reduce the amount of energy used to process and deliver water to homes. The shortage, I'll give you the example instead. This is a situation when we have a shorter time or period shower. Actually, it will save water as well energy used to heat the water when they're having water heater.
And for the fifth question, I would like to ask, if water becomes severely restricted, how should priorities be set to save landscape plants?
Actually, the first step is we removing the plant that in the crowded site or areas, because there are low priority plant and they are actually completing each other for getting nutrition and soil moisture, and that it will cause the limitation of water. When water limited, most of people choose water fruit trees and landscape trees.
Okay, for the last question, I would like to ask, how can we reduce the usage of water in our daily life?
I would give the 3 points for this question. The first one is shorten the period of shower. Actually, to reduce time of each of person for the taking a shower. The second one is turn off the water when you brush your teeth and shaving your mustache. And the last one is wash only full load of laundry and dishes instead of smaller loads. There are 3 points that answer the last question.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. So that's all. So I will say thanks. Thank you, Nasriah, and goodbye.